Hi, everybody. It's Dr. O. And I wanted to welcome you to Life is Good Business. We're going to have a great time this semester. I want to give you a little bit of a background on the course itself and take you on a tour of our Blackboard shell. Every professor does it a little bit differently, and I want you to understand how I do mine. Okay, so when you go onto Blackboard, you select our course, and you're going to come to a screen that looks something like this. When you're trying to work on the course, you're going to want to click Content. Once you do that, you're going to get all sorts of other things under here, a welcome page, contact information, some other things. And I'm going to go through those with you just so you know what they are. So this is the welcome page. It has the information on what the course number is, and it has my name. You're going to look at this once and say, okay, I don't need to see it again. All right, here's my actual contact information. I am Dr. Ronnie O'Neill. Legally, I'm Veronica. You can call me Dr. O. Office hours are by appointment, mostly because I'm an adjunct and I don't have an office. What that means is that if you need me, we will arrange a time to talk. We can arrange a time to talk on the phone or to be communicating at the same time on Zoom. I don't have an office. I don't ever come into the building anymore. My email, voneal@njcu.edu. That is one good way to get me, but I'm only on the email about once a day, and you could miss me. If it's important, there's another way to reach me, and we'll talk about that in a minute, okay? Again, the room is virtual. We will not meet in person at all during this class. The phone number. I'm required to give you a phone number. That's the School of Business switchboard. Now, the School of Business is down on the waterfront, right on the river. It's a beautiful building, and I've not been there in over 5 years. All of my courses, because they're gen ed courses, are on main campus. So if you do call them and leave a message for Dr. O'Neill, they will be happy to take the message. They'll write it on one of those little pink pads. They'll take it and they'll put it in my mailbox, and it will stay there forever because no one goes to pick up the mailbox. Okay, so please don't try the phone number. All right, next item is the syllabus. And we're going to give you the opportunity to go through the syllabus by yourself, ask any questions you want. And I also, for your convenience, put the academic calendar on there so that you don't have to worry about when we have class and when we don't, okay? Required course text. This is really important, and it's a recent change. This is what the book looks like the last time I saw it. The textbook is available through the BibliaLink on the right of our course page. The cost is included in the course fees. In other words, you have already paid for the book, so don't worry about the cost. Also, please don't go out and get a book from Amazon or anyplace else because you're still going to get charged the fees. So you might as well just hang in there and get the book. I'll show you how to access it in a minute. It's more than a minute. If you want to access the book, you go down to, on that content page, you go down to the side where it says Books and Tools, and you click on that. Then you're going to go down to McGraw-Hill Connect LTIA Basic Link. When you click on that, that's going to take you to the McGraw-Hill site. You'll see the book is over on the lower left-hand side, and you just have to click on that, and it brings up the ebook. And on many of the weeks, you're going to see something called Connect. And the Connect assignments are on this page as well. So it's like a one-stop shopping thing. You're going to do Connect, you click on that. There's generally 25 to 30 multiple choice questions. You can take it as many times as you like. If you don't like the grade you like, you can do it again. it's designed to take between a half an hour and 45 minutes. It probably takes somewhere around 15 to 20 most weeks. This first week is a little bit dreary because there's 30 questions. They're not all that long. Now, you may be thinking that I'm an ogre for giving you that kind of question every week, that kind of assignment every week. However, the upside is that because I can show that you know the material from doing Connect, I don't give any exams. All right, so this is one of those places where you're not going to have a final, you're not going to have a midterm. There'll be projects, but there won't be an exam. Take a little bit of the pressure off you. Okay? Now, next one down is the rules. Now, this may look silly to you, and some people say this woman is insane. You might be right. But the rules of the class are very specific. I'll just pick out a couple of them. One of them is do the right thing. Tell the truth. Never give up. Do your best, always. And my favorite one, don't whine. Now, these may look very familiar to you. And that's because they're the rules that they hung up in your classroom when you were in kindergarten. Just trying to make sure that everybody knows that I expect you to be civil, I expect you to be nice, I expect you to help each other. Okay? So, have a read. I'll take that down in a couple of weeks, but have a read when you get a chance. I do have this section called status, and I try very hard to keep this on point. So we are currently working on week 1. I may be a little bit late changing it, depending on what my weekend goes like, but every weekend I try to update it so that you can always see where we are. With all the classes that you're taking, it's so easy to get confused about what week we're working on. So I try to do this for you. Okay, so this is a typical week. Every week you're going to see a section that says whatever week it is. And so so I'll read through this and show you the examples of what I'm looking for. Okay? The first thing is to welcome you again to week 1. All right? Please read the entire syllabus. You'll remember that we saw it up at the top. Once you finish that, you come back down to the syllabus review activity, which I'll show you in just a moment. And it's nothing crazy. It's not a scavenger hunt or a test or anything. It's just an acknowledgement that you have read the entire syllabus and that you understand it. Okay? Next up is the introductions activity. Everybody's going to use an app, which I'll explain in just a minute, to do a short video, to introduce yourself to the class. You will have much more fun in this class when you're doing discussions with people you at least know a little bit. Okay? Next thing is your reading assignment, which for the first week is Chapter 1. There is a Connect for Chapter 1, as I just showed you. And the last thing on week 1 is to please sign up for Remind, and I'll get to that in just a moment. Okay, so the syllabus, as I showed you, is on that top content page. Then underneath it, there's syllabus review. Okay, and the syllabus review, which you could see is kind of vague and blue over here. That's you get 2 attempts if you want to answer it. You get an attempt, you click it, and it's going to take you to this thing that says submission. This particular one is a text submission. Sometimes you have to upload a file, but this one is a text submission. The only thing you have to put in that box is your full name. And by doing that, you're signifying that you have read and understood the entire syllabus. Okay. If for some reason you mess up, you can go ahead and write it again. But it's really not that hard to write your name, so I don't think you're going to have that problem. This is the easiest 10 points you're going to get in my class. So make sure you do this. The other important thing is nothing else gets graded until this is done. Okay. All right, next, on to the course videos. What we're looking for is a 30 to 90 second video that you're introducing yourself. You can add info about your family, where you're from, what you like to do in your spare time. We've gotten some crazy videos in the past. One young man who I remember did his entire video shooting hoops because that was his favorite thing to do. He had a friend hold the camera, and he answered all the questions, talked to us about his history and everything, his family, while he was making baskets. Had others who show their hobbies. I can't tell you how many sneaker collections I've seen. It's all fun because you're going to find somebody who likes the same sort of things you do. My favorite of all time is a young woman who was talking about her pets, and her pet, who she held during the video, was a yellow gecko lizard. And she's holding the lizard, and the lizard's on her arm, and everything's great. And all of a sudden, the lizard fell, and she went, "Oh!" and disappeared off the screen. And she came back up about 3 seconds later and said, "She's all right." So it doesn't matter. It can be funny. It can be serious. You put your pets on it. You put your little sister on it. It doesn't matter. Just give us a little look into your life, because you'll be surprised how you find somebody who likes the same things you do. To do that, you click on where that red arrow is. That'll give you the link that you're going to use to record your video. Also, there's a little tiny video at the bottom. It's just a couple of minutes, but it'll tell you exactly how to navigate through that program. Okay. Next. Okay, remind. This is really important. It's optional, but really important. If there is an emergency, I will do my best to use the course announcements page and a third-party app, which is Remind, to let you know. Remind is the absolute fastest way to reach me. The reason is, once you put Remind, the app, on your phone, your messages to you come through instantly. So if you need me, it will hit my phone even in the middle of the night. If I happen to be up, I'll get back to you. But it also means that the days that I'm not working here, I do have another job. The days I'm not working here, I can still see that you're in trouble and I can get back to you. Okay? So it's the fastest way to reach me. What you have to do is go on your app store, however you get apps on your phone, download the Remind app to your phone, and then send the following text. So you send a text to 81010, and you text whatever the next line is. It starts with an @ sign. Different semesters, it's different codes. Just text just that and hit send, and you will be in our class. All right, and I'll be able to reach you anytime. All right? All right, well, that's all for my brief introduction. Let's have a great semester. Thanks for listening, and I will talk to you soon.